that is yes. The deadline, though, is to have the new bleachers ordered by the end of March, to take delivery and have installation by September 26th. That's whether it's Poppy Yoder or the high school for bleacher installation. We have, in order to help you with your decision, we spoke to a number of local authorities. Number one, we spoke to Percy Regional. There is a water line that runs through between the track and the tennis courts here that will have to be removed to install bleachers. They will do that at no cost for an easement over at West Rock Hill. That would be another issue that the board will need to discuss. Number two, we had to talk to Bucks County Conservation District. Because this phase one of the bleachers only, it's under an acre of disturbance, we're not required to go through a full land development process. We only need to do erosion and control drawings for a letter of adequacy, which will allow us to speed the process up for the installation of the bleachers. We then talked to East Rock Hill Township, which was for two different approvals. One was the waiver of land development for East Rock Hill Township to do phase one of the bleacher installation only. So that will basically be deferred until phase two so that we don't miss the season and have the bleachers installed here in time. The other side of that coin is we also need to get approval from the UCC Appeals Board because we're providing seating for 5,100 people and we have no toilet facilities. We need to get a waiver for them to allow us to use temporary until phase two, which would include the concession building with team rooms and toilets, the access drives, the sidewalks, the scoreboard, the rest of that stadium. All that, they need to approve that in order for us to move this project forward. So not only do we need board approval on the 24th, we also need to get the approval of the appeals board to make just the high school stadium happen. So to answer the original question, we can have a season for football here if we get the approvals from now our board and the appeals board. As far as Poppy Yoder Field, that's a decision the board needs to make. We still need to order bleacher material. We're not doing a full replacement, but we're taking apart and rebuilding in place. That's time consuming. So not only do we now have the lead time, but we have additional labor to make that happen. So that's why that number is staggering. We're not just putting tape strips down for slipping and bolting on railings. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to that. So again, this is a tough decision. We need a quick approval on either one if we're going to salvage a season at all.
Is there a plan anywhere for bleachers at Poppy Yoder, just bleacher replacement? Would you ever just do that? Because tonight it was brought up that we were going to have to add some ADA compliance and some setbacks. I don't know if you ever seen
Well,
that.
if you remember back in 2010, the last time that we had a report done on the bleachers, we put in front of the board three different options. One was the replacement, or I'm sorry, the repairs that we're talking about tonight, which is a full rebuild of the bleachers. Then there were two phases below. The board chose to do the minimal repairs because it was unclear in 2010 what decision was going to be made between the high school field and Poppy Yoder. We have that same problem now. Now we're forced to make a decision on either one.
So what I was really asking, thank you for that, but there's no big, one of the topics brought up is the way it looks and it's not going to look like Poppy Yoder anyway. If you...
Well, obviously the aesthetics will change a little bit with the bleachers, but the one point that everyone was talking about was the corrections to the field itself. Someone will need to forfeit their football season. If we stick with the guidelines by Grass and Turf Association, which means you cannot play on a new grass field, be it turf or seed, for 2 growing seasons, You can do it, but they will not warranty. If you kill that grass because you will hunt it too early, they will not fix it for you, and now becomes the district's issue to replant that grass every year until it does establish. So, do you have options? Yes. Are they good?